Away from home all season, and this one felt like the last reminder. Craven Day 2-0 loss to a side level on points beforehand really hurts, and this is how it happened. Fulham were more clinical. Diop's early goal changed the game. Tonali not making it through the warm-up also changed the game and our formation. Newcastle then had to chase once Fulham went 1-0 up. And Carney's late second killed it off. Fantastic goal, by the way. Fulham got their moments, Newcastle didn't. So 12th place finish raised serious questions. Not disaster territory, but definitely underwhelming for where Newcastle want to be. The summer now becomes a massive squad depth, away mentally, creativity and consistency all needing addressing. Newcastle's season didn't end with the roar. It ended with a warning. Fulham took the points, took 11th place, and left the Toon with a summer full of questions. I'll go through my notes from the second half. I don't really want to, but I will. So Harvey Barnes came on for Jacob Murphy, who had a really poor, bad first half. So his season ended 45 minutes earlier. 53rd minute, Byrne won a foul. Lucky, to be honest. Dangerous free kick position. However, we hit the goalie. Corner to Newcastle, starting to look better at this point, and we seem to have a response. But the corner that followed was poor, not Hall's best effort. 61st minute, Fulham are back in this game. Dangerous shot, 2 deflections, just wide. 63rd minute, Bruno's boiling over, frustrated, and he's booked for a handball, feeling that he should have been given a foul, but the referee says, I'm the ref and you're not refereeing it. Bruno's very frustrated. A minute later, he's on his backside, sitting down, and the physio comes on, and he has a whisper to the physio, and the physio gets on his mic and says, Bruno's had enough. And we didn't want him sent off because he would miss the opening games of next season. 65th minute, Visser Elanga come on for Sula and Bruno. So, first time we've had no Joe Linton, Tonali or Bruno that I can think of this season in midfield. 67th minute, nice run by Barnes, who finds Willock and the shot's well wide. 69th minute, Visser gets yellow for pulling a Fulham shirt probably about 6 times, to be honest. We're going to have to get used to these water breaks in the World Cup. It really does break up the flow of the game and the rhythm, to be honest. And during this water break of about 3 to 4 minutes, 3 Fulham players come on. And Fulham hit us on the break soon after, and they're inches wide of the goal. 76th minute, nice work from Ramsey defending. Barnes attacks and makes a small amount of room for a shot. The ball fizzes out for a corner. The corner is taken and the ball goes over to the back post and just over Visser. 77th minute, probably the highlight of the game for me. Sean Neve comes on, makes his Premier League debut at 19 years old. Obviously, another ex-Walls End Boys Club protege, and he did his best during the rest of the match. 79th minute, corner to Fulham after they break fast. Another corner after Hall blocks across. A long-range shot comes in. A very good shot. Newcastle kept their line. Goal to Fulham, 2-0. We didn't close the scorer down at all. 82nd minute, Neve puts the Fulham player under pressure. He's trying. Pope saves in the 83rd minute. The ball rebounds to a Fulham player who shoots. It goes wide. It could have easily been 3-0. 84th minute, and I decided to take a quick look at the match overview stats. As you can see, we had 0.15 XG. No big chances, 4 shots, and we'd made 4 saves. They had 1.52. They were 2-0 up at the time. 2 big chances, 17 shots, and 2 saves. So the stats have it. The stats win. 87th minute, there's a volley. It just goes wide. It's a nice effort from Hall. Newcastle fans continue to sing their hearts out as usual. Credit to them. 89th minute, Elanga kicked really hard. Obviously, the Fulham player didn't want him to go to the World Cup. And the Fulham player, Robinson, is booked. 90th minute, Hall takes the free kick. Barnes sticks his head to the cross, gets a really powerful head, and it goes wide of the goal. 8 minutes are added due to the water breaks and the subs. Get used to that in the World Cup. It's going to be, on average, I reckon, 10 minutes at the end of each game, minimum. Hall's limping and really ought to go off. The formation change from the start of the game did not help us. Fulham are still looking for a third goal, but they didn't have the finish. Elanga and Visser link up well, but they just run out of room and pitch. 97th minute, Hall to Neve, corner to Newcastle. One last hurrah. No, the corner goes backwards and there's a yellow card to a Fulham player. 99th minute, I think it was, game over and the season ends the way the away performance been for most of the season. The campaign never really took off. Lots of questions and answers to seek during the summer. A disappointing finish to the season. Champions League's been good. Cup runs have been good. Premier League has been frustrating most of the time and disappointing. So looking at the attack momentum chart, you can see some blue there, which is Newcastle. However, there's a lot more Fulham in the green there. And they took their chances. And they made chances. A quick rundown in the final day scores, just for the record. Brighton 0, Manchester United 3. Burnley 1, Wolves 1. Crystal Palace 1, Arsenal 2. Fulham 2, Newcastle 0. Liverpool 1, Brentford 1. Manchester City 1, Aston Villa 2. Nottingham Forest 1, Bournemouth AFC 1. The Mackems 2, Chelsea 1. Tottenham 1, Everton 0. In West Ham 3, Leeds 0. So let's go through the Roll of Honour and those that have qualified for various European competitions. Arsenal is champions. And then we have Man City, Manchester United, Aston Villa and Liverpool all qualifying for the Champions League. Then we have Bournemouth in the Mackems qualifying for Europe. So Sunderland are in Europe for the first time in their history. And then Brighton, who lost 3-0 at home to Manchester United, make up the difference and they go into the Conference League. And a final look at places 9 to 17. Brentford are in 9th with 53 points. Chelsea in 10th with 52. None of these teams qualify for Europe. Fulham in 11th, 52 points. Newcastle in 12th with 49 points. Everton 13th with 49. Leeds in 14th with 47. Crystal Palace in 15th with 45 points. Nottingham Forest in 16th place with 44. And Tottenham Hotspur in 17th with 41. Tottenham avoided the relegation, beating Everton 1-0 at home on this final day. And going down, you have West Ham, Burnley and Wolves. And a little fact, the first time in 138 years, there's not been a W team in the top flight. And before I wrap up this final whistle score edition, Jamie Rubin, a few minutes after the game finished, tweeted, or not tweeted, I probably X'd, if that's a word. He thanked the travelling support today. Clearly a very disappointing result at the end of an underwhelming season, despite some great moments in the Champions League and the other domestic cups. We have not lived up to where we should and need to be. He went on to say, all of us from the ownership down to the coaching staff and the players will work tirelessly over the summer to advance our project, come back stronger, and start the new season in the best way possible. To all our supporters, staff, everyone associated with NUFC, thank you for your support. So it's good of him to communicate, at least that way it wasn't Eddie having to say it. In my final word report that will be out in the next 24 hours or so, once I put it together, we'll see what Eddie had to say. We'll see what some of the players had to say. We have 8 players going off to the World Cup, and I will be following them during the summer and reporting on them through various videos. And thank you for watching. So the final word is the next in the match series to come out, the last video of this season that I will produce. And I've had a lot of fun doing this, by the way. So, and to all those that subscribe, follow, view, like, etc., thank you very much. And I'll see you tomorrow, obviously.